It's Tora! 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 They're breaking formation. Here comes the torpedo bombers. The Kate torpedo bombers. We got one here. Here's the other one. And this will be a recreation of the attack on Pearl Harbor. I know, I see him. Here we go. Comes a zero. Holy shit. Here they come. A lot lower this time. A zero's chasing down a P-36. Look at that smoke ring there. I know, I see that. That P-36 being chased down by a Japanese zero. Here comes the others now. I'll make another bombing run. Here we go. Comes the zeros. Two of them. Torpedo bomber. Zeros. There's another torpedo bomber. You see the torpedo underneath it. It's a replica. Two smoke rings there. Just smoke and pyro. Tora, Tora, Tora. It's recreation of the attack on Pearl Harbor. And that zero was shot down by the P-36. You're chasing him down now. Here comes the other zero. A lot of smoke everywhere. Listen to those Pratt & Whitney 1340 radial engines for the zeros and the Kate torpedo bombers. Here they come. That what happened on that frightening morning on December 7th, 1941. See here. Here comes the torpedo bomber. There's the zero, and here's the other torpedo bomber. There, listen to them purr. Listen to those Pratt & Whitney radials purr. Flying in our field today is the Mitsubishi A6M0. Mitsubishi M5 Kate torpedo bombers and the Curtiss P-36 fighters for the U.S. Army Air Corps. And look at that here. Pyrotechnics galore. Alright guys, we'll be back here shortly. And they got the exotic cars right out there too. Comes another one with the smoke on. Look at all this smoke. There's a torpedo bomber there. Here's the other one. And a zero P-36. That was cool there. That P-36 with the U.S. Navy markings, he wants a piece of that zero. Here he comes now. As a bunch of Japanese planes are everywhere here at the Yuma Airshow. The pyrotechnics is brought to you by the Tora 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 Pyro Squad. Putting on, use their pyrotechniques to put on a great show for everybody today, including with all of our performers this afternoon. Coming up after this performance is the moment you've all been waiting for. The Blue Angels. They're coming up next. They're going to be here in about an hour. Just listen to the pop and boom of those pyrotechnics. Here comes the Mitsubishi Zero and the U.S. Navy P-36. And these are all replica aircraft. You can see here comes the Kate torpedo bomber. Does not have his torpedo attached. Here comes the other one that does have it. Listen to that. You're going back towards the pyro field. You're right there. They're going in all out to celebrate 60 years of the Yuma Airshow. Here comes a couple more. A lot lower this time. Here comes the Zero and the 36. That P-36, he wants to shoot down that Zero so badly. And that Zero's trying to shake him off his tail. Here he comes now. Just listen to those radial engines. And the sound of... There's the Kate coming that way. There's a Zero. Here comes the Kate. Half battery now. Here's the other torpedo bomber. I'll film for a couple more seconds. I'll take a break here. We'll be back for the Blue Angels here shortly. .206. Alrighty guys, see you here shortly. Tora! 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 Here we go for the firewall. Yeah! Alrighty. Alright, that's going to conclude the Tora 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 demonstration. Coming up next, our grand finale, the United States Navy's Light Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels, are coming up next. See you guys here at 3 o'clock for the Blue Angels. They're coming up next. See you guys here shortly.